shall we kick it? Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. Defensively, Eric Kendricks.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Jefferson on the sling. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. It's a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw is Edwards, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And Dalton to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking here for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Sometimes you
Armstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right in your play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Finding room inside the 40. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Smith Jr.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
A 5-yard gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Minnesota.
You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
For the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. This is intercepted. intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Saints 3.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
At the 35-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked him free.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
41-yard line.
Dalton, first and 10. Fighting Harris over the middle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
At the Vikings' 40-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Dalton. Do what we do. And he's going to thought they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Saints 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Dalton here from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That man, fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right
now. The pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
Second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This is Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And that's going to be Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Dalton. Harris has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. This will be Dalton again. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Well, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all-county, all-state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
At the 41-yard line.
On First and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Another chance for Dalton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There's some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Vikings.
They'll run on first down. Cook pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On first down, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
17.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. That'll be complete to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw here, Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's a loss of 4. brings up...
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they'll likely have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
47-yard line.
Dalton, first and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down now, it's Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
The flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Dalton wants to throw. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bailey now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From midfield here, Dalton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. This will be Dalton again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And it'll be Dalton again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
The Saints
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers in your flyer.
And the crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Today's final.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I